Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. What I've got here today is a little Daihatsu Hi-Jet mini truck. Got a new head gasket put in it, new water pump, all that stuff. Problem is the cooling system is airlocked, so some of the stuff in the truck ain't working because it's airlocked and it's not reading temperatures right and all that good stuff, and it's overheating. So what I've done is I bought this funnel years ago when I was doing mechanic work. Spill free. It actually has a little plug you can put in there, and you can fill this with water or coolant, and once the radiator gets full you can just put the stopper in it and you can take that and pour it in a jug and not waste coolant. But I'm hoping in this situation, since it's such a snug fit in the radiator itself, that it'll be like a reservoir that'll start sucking it in as it needs it and thus bleed the system of air. So for right now we're gonna crank her up and see if it's gonna take it in. Slow, but it's popping a little bubble up every now and then, so it's definitely taking it. And yeah, for right now that's pure water, but I'll eventually put some coolant in there with it. Right now I just want to get it bled and make sure everything's working like it's supposed to. And I think I got the BMW sold. I got a guy supposed to be here in about 30-45 minutes. I rode it around a little bit. It just scares me. That thing's got a ton of power and it weighs way more than I do. So I don't want to risk dumping it and messing something up or getting hurt or killed. And the guy that bought it, he has a BMW. It's the more sport bike version of this. I think his is a RS maybe. But he's interested in this for comfort and cruising. So hopefully they'll take that thing off my hands and I don't have to worry about that no more. I did put a brand new battery on it and I got that quick connect on the fuel tank replaced, and that's it. I mean, she's ready to rock and roll. It's still pulling air in. I really don't want to get this thing hot to where it blows a head gasket again, but I don't know. These little mini trucks can be fun, but they can also be a huge pain in the butt. And it's got working AC. It really pulls down on the motor though, makes her moving, and it doesn't get super cold. Well, mainly because the blower's barely blowing. I need to get in there and see if there's a rat nest in there and it's stopping the airflow, or if it's something else. I mean, it's cool air, it ain't cold. Freon in there. Tell what that looks like. I can't tell if that fuse is blown or not. It looks separated. Not understand this thing. You can see my temp gauge isn't working. There's a wire on this side that's loose, and I don't know if that's the coolant. Yeah, I think that's the temp sensor for the fan. But this, I have no clue what it is or where it goes. I could not find anything on the motor close by where this harness is. It would cause that to kick on. Wait a minute. I think I found another bleeder. Yep. There's a bleeder right there on the, I don't know if you can see it down in there, but it's a 10 millimeter. Probably gonna have to be a socket. Ain't sure it's a 10. It's got to be. Yep, it is. I think it's stopped up too. I think it's probably gonna really be hot. There's so much stuff in the way. Yeah, she's hot. I think I'm gonna let the engine cool down, and then we'll come in and pop that bleeder off and see if right there. Yeah, it's too hot to even touch. Alright, we're going to let it cool down again, and then we'll come out here and pop that bleeder out, see if we can't get all the air out of this truck. And maybe then she'll start cooling properly. I think it's just got a huge air pocket in the engine, namely the intake, because it's water cooled through the intake. And I think that's where the air is trapped. Dang, I wish I'd have seen that before. So, if there's any luck, we'll pull that bleeder off and that water level will drop. Alright guys, let me turn this fan off. Okay, so, as you knew, showed you earlier, had a bleeder screw down there. Well, I took the bleeder screw out and not a drop of water come out. But after I stuck a piece of wire in there, it started getting wet. So it's just stopped up. Look at there. Y'all see that now? You see the water flowing out. And our water level's dropping. It's slow, but there's not much coming out of there either, so I'm gonna crank it up. Oh yeah, a little more coming out of there now. Kill it. Oh yeah, look at there. Full stream. Ah, it makes me feel better. Yeah, and the water level's dropping a lot. So we should be able to now put coolant in there and let it self-bleed through the hole. I'll put the bleeder screw back in it. That's a little stopped up too. But anyhow, that's basically it. I'll run some carb spray or something and blow this out. Maybe run a wire in there, or tip cleaner. And I should be able to put it back in there now. And then you shouldn't have to take it all the way out, which I did because obviously not a drop of water come out. It was stopped up. So now I should be able to put this bleeder valve in there and just leave it loose. Put coolant in here and let it go till I see coolant come out that hole, and voila, overheating problem should be fixed. Alright guys, with that I'm gonna let you go. My customer came, he took the BMW for a ride. He wanted the bags off of it so he could, and I don't blame him, I would have wanted them off forever. That thing's heavy enough without all that extra weight hanging on, kind of making it top heavy. But anyhow, as soon as he gets back, we'll finish sealing the deal. Hopefully he buys it, and we will see y'all on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Okay, guys, so yeah, to recap, you can see it's got the new water pump. Ugh, what is that? And from the underside, you can see the housing. It's all new. I put a new head gasket on it, new water pump. Thermostat. I can't remember what all I did to this thing. I think I adjusted the valves on it. This was last fall or winter. I can't remember. And it's never run right. And the air conditioning wouldn't work. I had it working at one time, right when I first put the head gasket and everything on, because I guess it was cooling like it should, and it let the temperature sensor say, you know, read right, and therefore would let the AC kick on. It just never blew real hard. Well, I guess that for some reason it lost a prime or did something where it needed to be burped again. And I brought it back. Oh, I've had it for a couple of months now, and I just got a chance to work on it this morning. And it would just get hotter and hotter and hotter. And I'm like, man, I'm going to blow a head gasket again in this thing. And so that's when I started checking, and I found that bleeder. And obviously it was stopped up. So hopefully everything's good to go. That was really the only issue with the truck. The lights, turn signals, horn, all that stuff works. This is a little extended cab model, so it's got a little more leg room for, you know, bigger people, full-grown adults. The four-wheel drive worked, high and low range, all that. So now that I got this situation taken care of, I think it's going to make somebody a good little truck. I'm going to still go ahead and I'm going to try recharging the AC system. And if that doesn't work, I'll just get out the gauges and the vacuum pump, and I'll vacuum it all back down again, break it loose, flush the system out, and vacuum it a couple more times, then I'll recharge it and it should be good to go. And that may be part of the problem now. It may have a bunch of gunk in the AC system, and that's why when that thing kicks on, it's pulling down so much. That, and you know, these little engines haven't got a whole lot of horsepower. But Anyways, that's it for the video for now, guys. And there goes the BMW to its new owner. So if you hadn't already, like the video, subscribe, leave me comments, and go check out my other videos. I will talk to y'all later.